Some moments are so incredible, they have to be seen to be believed. Welcome to Incredible Moments Caught on Camera, where we've gathered the most jaw-dropping, unbelievable, and unforgettable clips just for you. Get ready, this month's highlights will leave you speechless. This girl tied pencils to her 5 fingers and draws brilliantly with crayons. The breathtaking ice waves at the North Pole look like a frozen ocean dance, with each shard reflecting the polar light. This guy is jumping into shallow mud from a bridge, making quite a splash. With one dramatic crash, the wave ended the river's ice skating season. This dog isn't just stylish, he's probably got a meeting at 3 and a nap at 4. If this wire cat starts demanding food at 3 a.m., then we truly have a problem. At this rate, next time he buys potatoes, he might end up with an entire field. Now he has 2 choices: become part of the building or negotiate his release like a medieval prisoner. Either this is a horror movie scene, or someone left the sugar outside for too long. Some people shovel driveways. This guy prefers extreme snow removal from the sky. At this point, he's either the coolest rider on the block or the next guy you'll see on a "Don't try this at home" TV ad. But one thing's for sure, he's definitely not afraid of a little airtime. As the black liquid gushes out, he probably thought, "This is either a malfunction or I just unleashed a secret underground waterfall no one was supposed to know about." Apparently, the bee decided to start her own fashion line, but this one's a bit more messy. It's either the start of a medieval ritual, or this guy is just really committed to making fire the old-fashioned way. While everyone's trying to figure out if this is avant-garde or a wardrobe malfunction, his body language screams, "Please, no closures." Caught between a candy sale and a swarm of angry bees, he might start reconsidering his career choices. As the flames rise, it's almost like the iPhone has become the ultimate symbol of how hot the tech world can get, both in features and in literal heat. This machine is handling tree trimming like a pro, slicing through branches with the precision of a surgeon. Suspended in mid-air, he's either proving his work's durability or about to become the poster child for why DIY projects should come with safety warnings. With one graceful leap into the river, he's proving that even animals can star in their own action-packed animated movies, where physics just can't keep up. People stare as if this bag is leading the pack, bravely crossing roads and taking over pedestrian crossings with the kind of confidence only the most famous bags can have. Forget what you know about tree trimming, these machines are making every tree look like it's been sculpted by a team of professional artists, turning the forest into a perfectly symmetrical masterpiece. It's almost like an optical illusion where the bottom is tight and the top just wants to break free, making you wonder if the architect had a wild idea to create something that could change how we think about urban architecture forever. Not every day you witness such a tiny creature gracefully skiing through the snow, as if it's been training for this moment all its life. It's hard to believe that every inch of this place is covered in cash, as if someone thought, "Let's make it rain," literally. With hundreds of tiny centipedes helplessly caught in a giant spider's web, it's like nature's own version of a reality show, where contestants unknowingly enter a trap, and the only prize they're going home with is a free ride to the spider's dinner table if they're lucky. Imagine the shock of anyone walking by when they see this fearless little girl laughing and playing with creatures that most people would run away from in terror. It's almost as if she believes these spiders are as cuddly as kittens, and she's just inviting everyone to join the fun in her creepy, crawly wonderland. It's as if the birds decided to throw a massive party, turning every rooftop and sidewalk into their personal perch, while the poor man just stands there, wondering if this is some kind of strange omen or if he accidentally walked into a seagull-only festival. Watching this mouse attempt to squeeze into the narrow gap between a ski boot and a ski is like seeing an acrobat trying to fit into the tiniest of spaces. Every inch matters as it desperately wiggles, hoping for just enough room to make it through. From smashing windows to pouring what looks like a full bottle of red paint all over the car, she's making sure that this car's future is as shattered as her past relationship. In what seems like a kitchen science experiment gone wild, this man is creating what could be the most bizarre yet mouth-watering version of popcorn, but instead of corn, it's wheat, making you wonder if he's just invented a brand new snack trend. Sitting down in the car was supposed to be a simple task, but his towering hair just couldn't fit under the roof, causing a hilarious struggle to squeeze in without losing the perfect shape. With its enormous snowplow-like side blades, this train is cutting through the winter landscape like a knife through butter, moving forward with an unstoppable force. In a scene straight out of a survival documentary, he's hacking at the tree like a seasoned lumberjack, all to rescue his car from being trapped in the wildest part of the forest. Security cameras have advanced so much that they are almost impossible to notice now. Descending the hill that would scare even the bravest of drivers, the blue excavator cuts through the terrain with an almost unreal grace. Its movements so controlled and deliberate, it feels as though the ground beneath it is adjusting itself to accommodate the extraordinary display of skill, making it look like an effortless victory over nature's harshest challenges. Imagine being part of this madness, as thousands of people are crammed into the narrow space of the train, where the sound of frantic footsteps and impatient sighs fills the air, each person desperately trying to maintain their balance while simultaneously becoming a tiny cog in a massive, overcrowded human machine that's fighting for its place on a train that seems impossibly small for such an immense crowd. She transformed her apartment into a gym where she trains every day.
先生，请头放轻松哦。
哦，好。
It's her first day at work. This looks like he intentionally jumped off the motorcycle like that. She's rollerblading on a whole other level. He expected some prank from his girlfriend and was ready for it. The little cute cat stole something strange. I hope it's not what I think it is. While many prefer to party, she enjoys training every day. An unusual situation caught on CCTV in the parking lot, maybe even paranormal. The car just turned on and started moving on its own. Besides being a model, she's also a skilled kickboxer, training for ocean surfing. Fatigue has clearly taken its toll, but luckily, the weekend is just around the corner. Was he a karate kid when he was younger? Though we're not sure, they must have been related somehow. He now performs incredible stunt acrobatics on a pull-up bar. If I hadn't seen this, I wouldn't believe it's possible. I'm sure she's made of the perfect material for the Avengers. The ladder broke while he was fixing the house, but luckily, his family was nearby and helped him down to avoid getting injured. This is one of those moments when you see it and still can't believe your eyes, wondering how someone is even capable of pulling this off. I thought it was a good result if we could do at least 10 pulleys, but when I saw what this guy can do, I was left speechless. The surfer is riding a wave taller than a building. It's a total jaw-dropper. Oh sure, just casually carrying a fridge like it's a backpack. No big deal, right? I've seen less perfect landing in an Olympic high dive, and this girl's making it look like a walk in the park. If I tried to do karate, it'd probably break my own arm, and here she is, making it look like an art form. They turned a simple toy into an artistic masterpiece. I'm just over here watching, wondering how I can make my remote stop running out of batteries. He's pretending to walk on a rug. I mean, why walk on the ground when you can pretend to walk on a rug like a model? His strength is impressive, but the real question is, does he ever need to take a break, or is he just powered by applause? At this point, I'm convinced he could carry a whole dining room set on his head. Someone sign him up for the next circus act. Her physique is unreal, like she's carved out of marble, and I'm over here trying to make my arms look like anything other than noodles. At this rate, I'm starting to think we should replace all sports with cones. Let's see if chess with cones works. Honestly, I've never seen someone dribble like that. I'm just here, trying not to trip over my own feet. I can barely keep my balance on a regular bike, and this guy's out here doing stunts on a board. Every slow, controlled movement speaks volumes about the years of dedication it took to defy physics in such an effortless way. Watching them conquer the ramps and rails with unmatched confidence, it's a humbling reminder that real strength isn't measured by what you have, but by how fiercely you use it, even when life seems determined to knock you down. Each leap out of the water is a perfect display of agility, leaving onlookers clapping in astonishment. This young man bends and twists his body in ways that seem to defy basic anatomy. Her kicks and punches are so perfectly timed that even the air seems to applaud. Her freestyle tricks are so flawless that even seasoned players stop to admire her skill. She skates like it's second nature. Tricks so bold they defy belief. As he flips upside down and snatches the umbrella mid-air, the crowd erupts in astonishment. Their footwork is so precise that it feels like they've trained in secret for years to master this. This brilliantly executed prank blurs the lines between reality and play, reminding us that sometimes the simplest illusions can deliver the biggest laughs, especially when they catch us completely off guard. Her flawless kickstop catches the laptop midair, leaving witnesses speechless. His level of mastery is so high that it feels like he's not just playing ping pong, but rather performing a series of impossibly intricate stunts that leave you questioning whether what you're seeing is real or just a well-executed illusion. There's a sense of grace to his moves that most people can only dream of. With a single flick of his wrist, he turns harmless paper into a weapon so sharp even trees should be afraid. With a single flick of his wrist, he turns harmless paper into a weapon so sharp even trees should be afraid. Her balance is so impeccable that even a flamingo on a tightrope would take notes and reconsider its entire existence. While most people struggle to hit a single ball over the net, she's here playing four-dimensional tennis like she just unlocked a secret level in real life. Reading a book in such a position is an impressive feat that most of us would call impossible. Her ball handling on the beach is a show of skill and precision. She bends her knee in ways that shouldn't be possible. As they soar through the hula hoop midair, it's hard to tell if they're performing acrobatics or just casually defying gravity with their perfect synchrony. Skateboarding with no legs? Impressive. Surfing across the turquoise sea, her moves are as fluid as the waves she rides, a perfect harmony with nature. The way he carves through the waves, it's as if the ocean is a snowy slope, and his board is a snowboard gliding effortlessly down the mountain. With one hand firmly planted, her legs move through the air like she's swimming in the sky, showing off a unique combination of strength, balance, and creativity. His frisbee tricks on the beach are smoother than most young people's, proving age is just a number. The way they maneuver the ball on a table with such precision and flair is a true testament to their dedication and love for the game. Balancing a massive SUV on two wheels while driving sideways is a skill few dare to master. He jumps over a high fence. The guy flies into the sky on a water machine, shooting up 10 meters, with fireworks exploding around him. With each astonishing move, she makes the impossible look easy, turning the sandy shores into a breathtaking canvas where her acrobatic skills shine brighter than the sun itself. Her movements are a blend of elegance and passion, captivating everyone who watches her perform. With every intricate step and breathtaking leap, it becomes clear that this dance isn't just a performance, but a true masterpiece born from the heart of Japan. That guy isn't just in a kayak, he's in his element, the perfect blend of courage and strength as he descends the waterfall. I'm not sure if this is more sport or magic. Every time he hits, I think he's entered another dimension. Every jump of his brings waves of excitement and awe, as if every moment in the air is filled with pure adrenaline. This guy isn't just fast with beer, he's a master of rapid consumption. This is the fastest marathon you'll ever witness. When it flips, everyone thinks it's over, but it comes back with style. Not a single obstacle is a challenge for it. This guy doesn't settle for just ordinary work. Every nail he hammers sets a new standard for precision, while his speed leaves an impression as if he's using superpowers, not just an ordinary hammer. Every little detail in this toy is perfectly crafted, from the precise details to the colors that blend together in an amazing way, showcasing his skill and creativity. The pattern on the fabric comes to life every time you look at it, with each color perfectly placed in the right spot, creating an incredible harmony that's hard to ignore. An incredible sight, the man does push-ups on stacked bricks at an angle, using just 4 bricks and 1 beer. As the boats glide across the lake, leaving nothing but a trail of water behind them, you can almost feel the thrill of the high-speed maneuvers that the drivers effortlessly perform, showcasing not only their expertise in handling their machines, but their absolute mastery of water, making every twist and turn a breathtaking spectacle. From the carefully placed black and white artwork adorning his walls to the perfectly coordinated furniture, every inch of his home reflects an impeccable sense of style, as he effortlessly merges modern elegance with a touch of timeless sophistication, turning his space into a haven of serenity, where simplicity meets grandeur in the most subtle yet striking way. Each element of his home is a deliberate choice, carefully considered and thoughtfully placed, transforming what could have been just another space into something far greater, a living work of art that exudes sophistication and elegance from every angle, making it clear that he is a true master of design. As he soared high above the ground, there was an almost surreal moment when he seemed to connect with a majestic black bird, its massive wings spreading wide as it gently glided beside him, almost as if they were partners in an aerial ballet. And in a breathtaking turn of events, the bird perched gracefully on his head, making it seem as though they were bound by some unspoken understanding, sharing the skies in perfect harmony. With an almost mesmerizing combination of speed, precision, and focus, this young archer has taken the art of archery to an entirely new level, demonstrating an uncanny ability to shoot arrows with such exceptional accuracy that each one, whether aimed from the front, side, or even from the most impossible angle behind his back, over his shoulder, or while twisting midair, finds its mark with breathtaking precision, hitting the balloon time and time again in exactly the spot he intended, as though guided by some invisible force that ensures not only success but perfection in every shot, leaving everyone in the audience utterly captivated and questioning the very limits of human skill and concentration. What's your favorite sport? Let us know in the comments. As the rally driver sped through the arid desert landscape, he could feel the heat radiating from the sand, the dust swirling in the air behind him. Every turn was a test of his skill, but the thrill of driving through such a vast, untouched environment made it all worth it. In the video, the camera caught the mountain as it began to crumble under its own weight, massive boulders falling like dominoes. The rumble of the falling rocks echoed through the valley, a reminder of how fragile even the most solid landscapes can be when nature decides to act. Standing near the water's edge, the man held out a basket of food towards the giant hippopotamus. The creature's massive dark eyes locked onto the offering, and with a swift motion, it stretched its jaws wide, devouring the food in one gulp. The cinema features giant screens that completely envelop the audience, allowing for a 360-degree viewing experience. As the action unfolds, you feel as if you're right in the middle of it all, with visuals and sounds coming from every direction, making it a truly unforgettable experience. A guy tried to sneak onto the football field during a game, but in the process, he lost his balance and ended up tumbling straight into the canal next to the field, causing the spectators to burst out in laughter. His attempt to join the action quickly turned into an unintended splash. What was supposed to be a simple rescue operation quickly turned into a disaster when the man's car, struggling to pull the truck out, inadvertently dragged it into a second, even deeper hole. The crowd that had gathered watched in disbelief, wondering how the man was going to get out of this increasingly tricky situation. With a mischievous grin, the man kept interrupting his friend's voice messages, ensuring that every time his friend sent one, it was abruptly cut off before he could finish. His friend, oblivious to the prank, continued to wonder about his phone's malfunction, while the man kept quietly enjoying the moment of playful deception. Under the shade of a large tree, a group of people excitedly fed a towering giraffe, carefully offering it pieces of fruit and vegetables. The giraffe's head swayed as it eagerly stretched its neck to accept the food, and the people smiled in awe at the grace and beauty of this gentle giant. With remarkable ease, the bird opened its beak wide and swallowed the large fish whole, its throat bulging slightly as the creature slid down. The onlookers were amazed by how effortlessly the bird managed to consume such a sizable meal, its keen eyes scanning the area for any other potential prey. Watching the train move through the illusion was nothing short of mesmerizing, its sleek design cutting through the scene as if it were part of the fantastical world around it. The effect was so captivating, it made the journey feel less like travel and more like an escape into a surreal, almost magical experience, where reality bent and twisted in the most beautiful way. The great earthworm, with its smooth and shimmering skin, slowly crawled out of the soil, each segment of its body undulating as it unfurled. It was a spectacle to behold, as its massive form wriggled in the light, a living testament to the hidden wonders of the earth, with every movement drawing the attention of anyone fortunate enough to witness its grand unveiling. A stunning footage captured the immense snow wave racing down the mountain with breathtaking speed. The snow seemed to ripple as it rolled down, a tidal wave of white that swept across the landscape, covering everything in its path and creating an unforgettable spectacle of nature's force. And the sheer magnitude of the avalanche was mesmerizing, its power clear in every frame. These pilots live real life like it's a video game. Watch the incredible maneuvers they perform in the sky. This scarecrow for birds looks so realistic, it even scares people. Modern architecture of today is pushing the boundaries of creativity, with innovative designs that blend functionality with stunning aesthetics. From towering skyscrapers to futuristic eco-friendly buildings, these structures often seem to defy gravity and conventional design. A shepherd who tends to his flock encounters a drone for the first time. At first, he is startled by the buzzing device hovering overhead, unsure of what to make of it. But soon, his curiosity takes over, and he begins to appreciate the strange new technology, even dancing with joy after realizing what it was. cemeteries have always been and will remain eerie places, which are perhaps better left unexplored. They thought this place had been abandoned for years, but they discovered some unusual activity. He's so good and skilled at performing various tricks on land and in the air that even the drone struggles to capture him on camera. They had no idea what they were going to capture under the bridge. It's like a trailer for a horror movie. They thought no one would be tracking them as they moved through the night, but technology has advanced so much that a drone captured them in high resolution, even with a thermal camera. Soon they were caught and returned to where they came from. A footage of a dangerous shark hunting, but captured from a safe distance. Before we continue with these amazing drone shots, we'd like to ask you to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know what your favorite part of the video has been so far. Truly, this is real art. The consequences of melting ice extend far beyond just rising sea levels, affecting weather patterns, ocean currents, and even ecosystems. Transporting and setting up a massive crocodile sculpture is no small feat. Imagine the reactions of drivers in traffic as they encounter this huge, unexpected sight on the road. The mix of surprise, curiosity, and confusion would definitely make for some unforgettable moments. An unusual fishing method involves using a natural phenomenon to their advantage. This is how they tried to get a discount at the gas station, and they succeeded. A group of adventurous people stood proudly on top of an old, massive airplane, arms outstretched as if they were rulers of the skies, completely ignoring the fact that the plane hadn't moved in decades. "One wrong move and it'd be rolling down faster than a boulder," he muttered with a smirk, gripping the rough surface of the rock beneath him for support. The thought of falling was terrifying. The ground trembled violently beneath their feet, and for a moment it felt as if the entire world was shaking. Well, that was louder than expected, one worker shouted, shielding his face from the debris. "This is it, it's going down," someone shouted, pointing dramatically as the massive structure shuddered and groaned under its own weight, teetering precariously on the edge of collapse. Who would have thought we'd actually make this work? One engineer exclaimed, wiping sweat from his brow as he watched a family sedan navigate the winding route, buoyed by the clever design of their floating platform. As the camera zoomed in, viewers could see the molten lava bubbling violently within the crater, glowing a fiery orange against the dark backdrop of the mountain. Suddenly, with a thunderous roar, the volcano erupted, shooting plumes of ash and gas high into the sky, creating an awe-inspiring spectacle that left onlookers speechless. Stages adorned with dazzling lights and elaborate decorations twinkled like stars, illuminating the faces of the ecstatic fans. From above, the scene resembled a massive kaleidoscope, with people jumping, swaying, and singing along to their favorite artists, each one caught in a moment of pure joy and abandon. Skydiving is not just a sport, it's an exhilarating dance with gravity that pushes the boundaries of human courage and thrill-seeking. In a quirky twist of fate, a woman decided to take her drone out for a spin, but little did she know that her target of interest would be a group of kangaroos hopping playfully across the open field. With the drone buzzing overhead, she maneuvered it skillfully. Nestled in the heart of China, this ancient tree stands as a testament to the passage of time, having witnessed over 1,000,000 years of history unfold around it. Its gnarled branches stretch toward the sky. In the icy waters of the Arctic, a polar bear dives gracefully beneath the surface, showcasing its incredible ability to hunt and survive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. With its thick layer of blubber and dense fur, the bear is perfectly adapted to the frigid temperatures. Finally, as the last remnants of the old building are cleared away, a blank canvas emerges, ready to welcome innovative designs and fresh ideas. The excitement builds as plans for the new structure unfold, promising to enhance the urban landscape and foster a sense of community. She caught the guy cheating with a drone. Locals often gather at the bridge to witness the stunning sunsets, where the sky is painted with hues of orange and pink, casting a warm glow on the wooden beams. The sight of the bridge silhouetted against the vibrant sky is a favorite subject for photographers and artists alike. Deep within the rugged terrain of an ancient landscape, the colossal bones of a long-extinct creature lie half buried in the earth, a testament to the grandeur of prehistoric life. These massive remains, once part of an enormous beast that roamed the earth millions of years ago. Exploring the narrow alleyways, travelers encounter hidden gems, quaint cafes serving aromatic Turkish coffee, and charming shops filled with handcrafted souvenirs. The air is rich with the scent of spices and the sound of laughter, as locals greet visitors with warm hospitality. The store clerk sensed this might happen and locked the door, leaving the thief embarrassed. Would love to know where our amazing audience is watching from. Drop a comment below and tell us which country you're tuning in from. We can't wait to see how far our community reaches. He was so deep in thought while reading the letter that he completely forgot about the stairs. One moment he was emotional, the next he was tumbling down like a dramatic movie scene. He'll have to spend his paycheck on fixing the window he broke. He lied, saying it was his younger brother who did it. He found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. Just as the waiter was walking out with an order, he collided with a cyclist. Talk about serving up a surprise.
Grados, máxima de 32 grados.
One of the most popular faces on TV, the network did an excellent marketing job by hiring models to host their shows, especially the weather forecast.
Recuerde, recomendaciones. Hidrátese muy bien, tome en cuenta todas las orientaciones y usted por...
The poor motorcycle is screaming for help, but the ridiculously big guy just turns up the radio. The bartender's shelf with fragile glasses suddenly collapsed onto the hard floor. Tiny baby is on her mother's beautiful wedding dress, happily crawling across the shiny floor. With a mischievous grin, the man expertly maneuvers his drone to fan the flames on the struggling barbecue. Scientists are now questioning reality as the overly sharp knife casually cuts a drinking glass in half. Neighbors watch in awe as the unstoppable Jeep plows through the snow like a tank on a mission. With ninja-like precision, she steams the milk, spins the cup, and serves coffee that belongs in an art gallery. Somewhere, a professional boxer is nodding in approval as the frap takes the hit of its life. Watching this process makes you question if you're about to eat candy or industrial-grade rubber. He gave his friend a motorcycle, but 2 seconds later, gravity decided to teach a lesson. Somewhere, Newton is nodding proudly as the laws of physics work exactly as intended. He thought he was in control, but the forklift had its own rebellious teenage phase. One moment he was minding his business, the next he was fighting for freedom from designer fabric. These people painted their kitchen in tiger stripes, turning breakfast into a safari adventure. 1 second they were carrying wood, the next they were involuntary participants in a slapstick comedy. That was not just a jump, it was an unexpected physics experiment with electricity involved. She wanted to play football, but the ball decided to play with her balance instead. What started as a peaceful golf game quickly turned into a demolition derby. Driver is shaking his head as these tiny vehicles create maximum chaos. The little baby thinks she's feeding the fish, but half the food is going straight into the water, and the other half into her mouth. They stretched out their arms for a refreshing splash, but the water smacked them like a heavyweight boxer. Airplane powered by hopes and dreams. I mean, batteries didn't quite make it off the ground. Customers think he's hard at work, but in reality, he's dreaming of a world where naps are mandatory. What was supposed to be a bed is now the ultimate indoor playground. Gravity fully approved. He aimed for a perfect dive, but the only thing he nailed was an awkward belly flop. One moment she was lifting weights, the next she was lifting shards of glass from her phone. A phone repair shop just sensed a new customer approaching. He's either mastering the art of patience or just too stubborn to admit the water is colder than expected. They were building a house, but ended up remodeling the trunk of their Jeep instead. His goldfish are living better than most people, 5-star meals and a premium water view. This is either an incredible scientific breakthrough or the dumbest way to get stuck on a wall. A thousand people on the street, but no one can agree on who brought the loudest sign. A police officer is regretting not taking the day off. His driving skills suggest he should stick to carrying suitcases, not operating vehicles. She wanted a fancy champagne opening, but now the fish are having an underwater celebration. He thought it would be a smooth slide, but now he's just stuck halfway, contemplating life. Plus size friendly slides. By the time he finishes that coffee, he'll either be a genius or vibrating into another dimension. But he's already mentally running a marathon. They went for a boat trip, but Mother Nature decided they should try swimming instead. Fish is laughing at humans finally experiencing life underwater. He thought he was the prank master, but the dog just gave him a taste of his own medicine. His plan was simple: climb, jump, and land in water. But reality had other ideas. Somewhere, gravity is laughing and saying, "Nice try, buddy." She picked up a shovel, and now every guy on the street is volunteering to help. But not from the sun, just from how good she looks. His skiing career lasted 5 seconds. 4 of those were spent falling. But now he's just impressing the snow with his face. Golf teaches patience, precision, and in his case, how to file a glass repair claim. But he was actually playing, how much does a new window cost? The good news, he got his daily dose of calcium. The bad news, he's completely soaked. He aimed for style, but all he got was a milky disaster. The truck made it halfway, but the glass decided it had other plans. Just turned expensive glass into the world's most expensive puzzle. Somewhere, a farmer is watching and thinking, well, that's a new kind of horse training. They wanted to light up the room, but gravity had other plans. Ceiling got its light, but they got a free trip to the floor. She's not just selling cotton candy, she's selling childhood memories with every bite. Even adults are suddenly 5 years old again. People went outside for a walk, but ended up unintentionally paragliding. But now it's a live-action weather documentary. He may be old, but his muscles have more experience than a gym trainer. Teach metal is heavy, but his strength is even heavier. Grandpa isn't just lifting weights, he's lifting everyone's expectations. Who needs stealth when you can backflip your way into battle? The ground prepared for impact, but the ninja landed smoother than butter. Walking on water is impressive, but walking on thin ice is just risky. Somewhere, a fish is looking up, thinking, this is about to get interesting. She may be small now, but soon she'll be looking down on everyone. Literally. With those big eyes and long lashes, she's already winning hearts. The important thing is, she saved the drink. Priorities. If you don't know how to please yourself, you won't know how to please others either. She was running late for work, so she skipped clearing the snow off her car and decided to drive like this. Let's see how that worked out. Training just like Karate Kid. It called this a new wonder of the world. How is it even possible that she ended up here? She accidentally opened the trunk while the machine was washing the car, and well, let's just say it was a washout. That was one way to clean the inside of the trunk, but definitely not the way she planned. Have you ever tried something like this? It looks so free, like time just stops and you're in the moment. Just when you think no one's watching, the camera catches everything from around the corner. Enjoying the sun while relaxing and capturing beautiful moments with a paintbrush in the garden. I wonder how he's going to reach the phone from the ice now. They didn't realize why other cars were honking at them until she realized her phone was missing and then figured out why. Courage is her main virtue. If you ever think being a photo model is easy, just remember this clip. It seemed like an ordinary date, but I'm sure this one will never be forgotten. What do you think? How will this end? Can you guess? He just bought a brand new expensive jacket, but it looks like he'll need to buy a new one. I wonder if the postman is allowed to deliver mail here. He knows what it means to work smarter, not harder. He wanted to try skating on the frozen pool. Everything looked great until the ice started to crack. Before we continue, we'd love to know where our amazing audience is tuning in from. Drop a comment and let us know which country you're watching from. We can't wait to see where you're all joining us from. They say fancy restaurants have expensive menus because you get a special show with your meal. But I don't think this show was part of the plan. Everyone loves breaking icicles off the house because it's so satisfying, but he managed to take it to the next level and ended up causing some damage to the house. Are you as excited as we are? Only a few months left until we can enjoy this kind of beach fun. Looks like he's using a magnifying glass just to watch our YouTube videos. The boss showed up at the construction site to check on his workers, only to catch them slacking off, causing delays in the project.
¿Y acá ahí termina?
The bride is in great shape. I would like to ask you to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know which part has been your favorite so far. Out of boredom, he discovered a new talent. While driving on the highway, his trailer decided it was done being attached and took off on its own. It was like a runaway car chase, but with a trailer. Luckily, it didn't cause any accidents and came to a stop, probably realizing it wasn't cut out for the solo life. Just when these young parents were about to reveal the gender of their baby at the party, the balloons had other plans and decided to make a run for it. If this wasn't caught on camera, no one would believe what actually happened. It's always hilarious watching someone try to park, especially when it's not going too well. It's even funnier when it's a tiny car, and you're left wondering how on earth they can't manage it.
Really, just getting there and back all the way back.
Someone should go help him.
Like if you cannot park there, you're not.
Oh my god. He's gonna hit that car.
He's like, there's not enough room.
Cold weather doesn't seem to bother her, obviously. Just when she decided to eat healthy, even though his car is falling apart, he still drives it because it holds so many memories. Her friend captured the perfect moment of her effortlessly riding the waves. It's amazing how she makes it look so easy while surfing with such grace. Everyone watching was in awe of her skills. She has been waiting for this day all year. I totally get her. It's possible they haven't learned to swim yet, so they found this way to enjoy the open sea. The guy has unbelievable strength. For some reason, my wife won't let me go to this barber. This is one of the hardest push-up variations, yet he makes it look effortless. His room must be super tidy. In ancient Egypt, cats were the guardians of the underworld. Props to her for choosing such a great profession. She's hardworking and a true pride of her community. I can't believe this is even possible. Before we continue, we'd love to know where our amazing audience is watching us from. Drop a comment below and let us know which country you're tuning in from. Passersby stopped and stared in disbelief as she effortlessly climbed into the driver's seat. Realizing his mistake, he let out a frustrated laugh, shaking his head at his clumsiness. In the end, he declared victory, claiming the living room as his battlefield, much to the amusement of everyone around. Laughter filled the air as the daughter pretended to be a princess being carried by her royal mother. Suddenly, one child pretends to be a monster, and the others squeal in delight and try to escape. Determined to try again, he readies himself for another swing, but the pair rolls away just in time. Her friends laugh and cheer as she emerges from the waves, shaking her hair like a wet dog. With a dramatic leap, it jumps away from the dripping faucet, clearly unimpressed. Every now and then, it tilts its head, adding to the hilarity of its human-like behavior. Startled, he jumped back as shards of glass flew in all directions, causing a brief panic among the patrons. Every swing of her club revealed not just skill, but a deep understanding of the game and its challenges. Flour covered the countertops as she giggled, accidentally spilling the ingredients everywhere. Despite the chaos, he managed to strike a perfect pose, leaving everyone in the salon in stitches. Laughter erupted as people tried to dodge the spray while others cheered for the dramatic scene. His final touch was a disco ball hanging from the ceiling, making it the most unconventional bathroom ever. Their colorful aprons are splattered with soap and water as they tackle the mess with joy. Finally, he decides to take a moment to laugh at the situation before seeking a bigger vehicle. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these incredible moments, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more amazing content. Let us know in the comments which moment was your favorite, and we'll see you in the next video.